missed rows on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Misses Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Let's examine the unexpected demise of Angel Reese and the Unmatched League, as well as the reasons why people are choosing not to watch. Angel was supposed to be the next big thing in women's basketball. So you might be wondering what went wrong, but things aren't going as planned. The league's viewership is declining, and many fans are leaving the game to understand how a player with so much hype ended up acting as a face of a failed league.
Just when you thought ratings for Unrivaled could not get any lower, America sends a clear message. Actually, America sent them a clear reminder. We are not interested in watching.
When the league initially started, there was a lot of enthusiasm and 300,000 people showed up to see the first few games. Everyone thought Angel Reese would be the next great thing and the player who would render college basketball obsolete. Remember how everyone thought the Unmatched League would change women's basketball forever? That hope quickly turned into a nightmare, which is why supporters are turning away.
No, wasn't it Angel Reese that said, people are tuning in for her? Not just that one girl, but people are tuning in for her too. And that she was part of the reason that
You might be wondering, wait, isn't Angel Reese supposed to be a superstar? But those viewer numbers began to rise more quickly than a terrible shot as the season progressed. And we're talking about games that hardly draw 100,000 viewers since everyone held that belief.
Might be well known. Angel Reese may be a star on social media, but there's a huge difference between a star and a draw. The truth is, Angel
Reese struggling and looking lost, getting benched for players like Lexi Hall. Can you believe it? The player who should represent the league is watching from the sidelines while others take the initiative. Reese's star power was the league's biggest investment, and they expected her to draw fans like Caitlin Clark.
the whole Indiana Fever saved their ass. But that's not the point. It's funny how that works. When Angel is sidelined and the focus isn't on her, look at me, her teams, generally speaking, actually get a victory. Why doesn't this tell anybody?
You might ask why the crowd isn't paying attention when Angel Reese plays the Angel. It's like watching a totally different player than the one we saw in college. Reese isn't living up to the hype. She struggles defensively, doesn't seem to be able to contribute offensively, and appears to be out of sync with her team. Her hot response is straightforward. They aren't seeing the dominant performer they were hoping for.
The individual star power doesn't seem to be drawing crazy. This doesn't seem to be changing anything. Because the Phantom, with or without Sabrina, get the same endings. The Rose with Angel Reese are the least viewed team in the league.
Furthermore, we cannot ignore Caitlin Clark, who is not even a member of this league, but whose name always looms large whenever it is mentioned. It serves as a painful reminder of what the Unmatched League is lacking. Instead of producing its own superstar, they are left with tournaments that lack the real deal. Alright, let's look at the numbers, because they are telling an amazing story. Even if you think there are only a few awful games, this is because the Unrivaled League is experiencing a growing online division that is far worse than anyone could have anticipated.
We've got to be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done 3 years, and right now, this has not been the greatest look.
When Angel performs, things get worse. For example, last Saturday's game, which had Angel Reese on the court during prime time, drew 89,000 viewers. That's all the league could manage in a league meant to revolutionize women's basketball. Remember that amazing debut with 300,000 viewers. Those days are long gone, and some games now only draw 100,000.
Reese specifically has been brutally exposed, and her own fans have stopped watching her in this. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 80.
But it seems like people are purposefully ignoring Reese's games, and the attendance actually increases when other players like Kate Martin play. Is it not unbelievable that the person who ought to represent the league isn't getting any attention anymore?
The scariest thing is that the Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely great. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the...
You may be wondering now whether this is just Ree, or if the league is failing as a whole. It turns out that the league is relying on star power. But without real superstars like Caitlin Clark, it is having trouble maintaining interest, and Ree is becoming the spokesperson for that failure.
The battle between Dejanay Carrington and Angel Reese barely broke 75,000 viewers. 76,000 viewers? Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me right now? And tell me again how you're moving the needle. I kid you not. If Caitlin Clark would have played in that game...
Experts say that Reese's presence may not be the draw as the numbers get worse, and people begin to question whether this league can even survive. Her college performance set the bar high, but now she's not living up to it. The league's average viewership has dropped to 204,000, which is far from what they had hoped for. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion every week, and fans are feeling the excitement.
It's not just my calculations. Headline of the Sports Business Journal, unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Final and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people.
Every time her name is brought up, it serves as a heartbreaking reminder of what the unrivaled league is lacking. Imagine this Angel. You have to wonder what the league will do because they have sunk all of their money into creating their own superstar, but instead they are left without the genuine stuff. As the ball leaves her hands arcing in the air, Reese stands at the logo crowd, holding their breath, ready to execute a deep 3 Caitlin Clark style. Time seems to slow down, but then whoosh. It's not just a miss. It's an arrow so awful that the entire audience groans.
It's like when Angel Reese shot that deep 3, it was 10 seconds of silence after the air ball. No one knew what to say. It's completely fine to say, I like the confidence, probably a bit too far for Angel Reese. I like the confidence in her shooting it though.
Despite your belief that everyone makes bad shots, Reese's attempt to demonstrate that she could easily perform the same feats as Caitlin Clark flopped miserably. Let me tell you, it's like seeing someone try a magic trick they saw on TV only to discover it's a dirty sock. This wasn't your typical one.
The other day where she lined up for that wide open top of the key 3 and then airballed it. Holy crap, the fallout from that is still ongoing right now.
While Martin is out there working relentlessly on the little things that win games, Ray is all flash and no substance, trying to be someone. She's not, and it's painfully evident that she's tough, versatile, and has that genuine, unshakable devotion that coaches appreciate.
Probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like, the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought Liz Kitley's probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought that Asia Fair was going to make that team. But Asia Fair gets cut, Kate Martin makes the team, and within 5...
It's so awful for Rays that it would be like casting Tom Cruise in your film and then giving all of his lines to the actor who plays Man in Coffee Shop Number 3. Let me explain. As Lexi Hull takes her place, the league's alleged face may soon be watching from the sidelines.
Angel Reese got a little bit of her own medicine last night from Kate Martin. Now, she flopped around on the ground like she's LeBron's play cousin out there because he's the...
It seems like she's trying to win a dance competition by dancing the robot, which might look good for a while, but won't get you any trophies. That airball has come to represent everything that is wrong with her recent performance in the Premier League. It only emphasizes how unpredictable professional sports are, which is what keeps us all on the edge of our seats. Can you believe that the athlete who is expected to play for the league's best team, Angel Reese, is even being mentioned?
Lexi Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting...
As you may recall, let's examine what is actually happening in this situation. Rhea is struggling since she's being surpassed by players no one was even discussing when the league first started, which must be unpleasant. And Angel Reese was expected to be the next big thing, but instead she's being benched for players like Lexi.